Welcome back to a new series of Game of Thrones. This is pretty exciting. We haven't done Game of Thrones in a while. Our last series, the Gendry series, is going well, and then, of course, updates happened, and I hadn't appropriately saved things off, which I thought I had. So, with submod conflicts, etc., it just became unable to continue. This time, we're playing with a few less submods just to support that a little bit. It is unfortunate. I would like to have the additional stuff for rating and things if that's what we can get into, but for now, I think it'll be okay. We're going to play with this and see how it goes. So this is the latest update from Game of Thrones as of, this video. So we do have Bravos now, the banking system, things like that. Definitely stuff for us to play with, which is exciting. We're also playing with my mod cow-agot, so additional models like Seaguard, etc., including this model right here of Wineguard, of the Arbor, of this, kind of like thriving metropolis ruled by the red wine family. Now, we are not playing the red wines. We're playing the red wines' cousins, the gold wines, and specifically Lord Medwick Goldwyne. And right off the bat, we can see that he is not a Vineman. He is an Arborman. So what is an Arborman? Well, Lord Medwick Goldwyne has only ruled for 2 years. Before that, he was an veteran adventurer, and he left home and wanted to make a name for himself. He was a very more martial-minded individual, wasn't a huge fan of sort of the laid-back nature of the Arbor. Everyone farmed, everyone is very peaceful. It's a very different kind of place than what he was looking for. So he went off and joined an adventuring company and met his best friend Torgon Farwind, who is an excellent fighter and skilled fighter, aspiring blade master, skill tactician, and met a lot of the Ironborn. And while he was not necessarily like, I want to be an Ironborn, he did see the strength in the Ironborn culture around this kind of like warfare mindedness, the strength of the individual, and the martial aspect of it, and started to adopt that and espouse that. So his father really doted on him and wanted him to, he knew he's the next ruler, so he was given Peachtree, and he really started enforcing into Peachtree these ideas of more martial-minded Arbormen, or Vinemen, and kind of created this Arborman subculture in Peachtree, and then had all of these tournaments and these shows where he would show off his skill set and allow people to challenge him and best people in combat. And of course, he would invite Ironborn, who would just devastate everyone in single combat, and just kind of started pushing this idea that they needed to become stronger, they needed to become tougher, and people started to really buy into it. So by the time his father died, the people really liked him. He was pushing this idea of kind of the Vinemen being better than even, the honey whiners, because our culture is very small and the honey whiners are larger, and kind of pushing this idea that the Arbor is just as great as, right, O-Town, and that they shouldn't be kind of subservient to O-Town, which, they're not under O-Town directly, but there's definitely an influence here. And they want to be stronger. So people really accepted this. And by the time he came to power, it was very easy for him to get the people to shift into this more martial mindedness. So if we look at Arbor, we can see that it's pretty much it takes on performative armor. It takes on warriors by merit, and salt and rock. So we can raid. We allow women to serve as axe wives. Anyone with 12 more prowess can serve as a captain. But we still rely on family business. We're seafarers, maritime mercantilism, wine, women, and song. So we're still very much Arbor people, but we're just tougher, right? And so we're still Arborman aesthetics, martial, endo blood, all those things. None of those really changed. We did get the long ships in the winter warfare. We just kind of picked that up from training with the Ironborn, and we do, we have brought Ironborn in with us to help us train and things like that. So Yeah, I mean, we are very anti-dragon warfare. Oh wow. Um, I don't know. I don't think we need that, but yeah. So we are a tough guy. We definitely want to kind of increase our influence. We do kind of view our cousins as very weak. And we kind of want to take the Arbor for ourselves long term, though, you know, we're not dumb. We know that that would take a while. We are also playing with hard mode, which means that marriages don't automatically give alliances, they have to be negotiated. And then additionally, we're playing with more interactive vassals. So if we were to attack him right now, his vassals would rise up and help him. So we need to get a much stronger position before we do that. However, that will be easier to do because we do have Arbor Marines, we have some Mangonels, because we can raise raiders. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to spend some money to get some more soldiers, and we are going to be, I think, maybe Marines. They're not great, are they? Not really. We could get Reavers. Yeah, I think we would start training Reavers. Get a couple stacks of Reavers. We need to pick a lifestyle. We're going to go with Marshall and Marshall of 3. +3 to Marshall. Our son Manfred is currently in stewardship. He is bossy. That is because of his base and his stewardship education. And we're going to switch him to Marshall. Our younger son, we're also going to put on Marshall. This isn't the best thing for them, but we definitely believe this is what's best for them. And our daughter as well, because we want her to be an axe wife. So we'll see what happens. Very good. And we can station men at arms. We're going to station our Reavers and then our Marines down here. Let's let our Marines fill up. We are making a good amount of gold from our domain. Why are we making so much? We have fishing nets. We have 100-acre fields. Look at this, 4 gold and 1.87. That's actually not bad at all. And then 4.8 from our vassals. So yeah, this area is very built up, very rich in the Arbor, and we are going to use that to our advantage. He now has high crown authority. Let's modify our vassal contract. We have title relocation. We're going to get... Are we on his council? We should be. Yes, we are the admiral. That is fine. On ours, do we have the best people? We don't. Let's switch you. And then... that's fine. Stop. Negotiate. That'll get us higher. And then I want him to start increasing development. I want you to train commanders. I want you to... You're going to embolden raiders in a second. Supply duration, protect trade. Normally, that's fine. I want you to start fabricating a claim, and we are going to be going after Stone Crab. And foreign affairs, and then I want you on management. Make some extra gold, because we are going to be busy. All right, so go ahead and get another stack. Laenor takes to the skies. A mixture of fear and exhilaration spreads like wildfire. Laenor has managed to claim the Grey Beast Sea Smoke. Very nice. Surety of supply. I pride myself on making sure everything is always accounted for. Includes making sure my soldiers are well provisioned. So we can get well provisioned armies. We'll go ahead and do that. Golden Child. As one morning, as I'm getting ready to face the day, my son Manfred approaches me. Father, we found this while exploring the castle yesterday. You should have it. Well, thank you. 30 more gold. Death of a dragon rider. Wow, Prince Daemon has died. I don't think any of us expected that. Duel by King Kryhos, Crab Feeder of the Stepstones. Very interesting, especially considering he was not as strong. Yeah, that is a already a big divergence from lore. So we will see how this story progresses for sure. Let's go ahead and raise all his raiders, and we're gonna go do some raiding. Dorn is currently not really raidable. The Stepstones are not very strong, so let's go and get some gold from the Stepstones. And they are the Triarchy is trying to get the Stepstones. Ooh, we don't want that, but let's get some gold before that happens. Yeah, we're gonna take plunder. We just need to keep an eye on this. So he could be zealous. No, we want him to be ambitious. Nice. So this is also from we could get the entire Duchy of the Arbor. I don't want to do that because that would put me fighting my cousin, and I don't want to do that yet. So we're just going to take Stone Crab. So I think we need to get out of here. Yeah, because the Three Daughters has taken this. We have 131 gold. This is hard because now everyone is united, and they're so strong. We wanted to raid, and now everyone has united. So we'll have to wait for some things to change for sure. But we did get another 131 gold, which is very nice. That allows us to go ahead and do some building, which we want, realistically, breweries. Can I build in both? To build outposts. See, we have skirmishers here, so we could do skirmishers, though I don't think we'll keep them long term. I think we want breweries again, so we just need 43 more gold, so we'll let that run up. Alternative reading. In a desert corner of the library, I find a tome bound in leather and inscribed with strange symbols, partially hidden behind other books. It is old, but has clearly seen some recent use. As I leaf through it, I quickly come to the realization that it deals with some unconventional knowledge. Yeah, I'll keep reading it. Let's see. We can increase our... Go ahead and get Film Justum. He is getting... Oh. Well, I feel really bad, but at the same time, this is really good because he is getting married, and I... Oh, no, I'm going to take this guy. So he's getting married. I'm not going to go. People are not looking, so I'm going to go ahead and outclaim without a hook. Okay, so we are going to modify, and we're going to get war declaration, and we're going to give a little bit more in taxes. Very good. Now we should be able to declare war. We're much stronger than they are, so commander promoted. We could have set this up to embolden raiders, but we didn't really need that. We do need to probably remember to do that in the future, though. All right, I could knight Gorman in the field. I'm going to do that. Our son is old enough to become our squire. We can create an accolade. He could be Vanguard. Very good. Find a successor for him. And then Foreman could be a thug. A Lancer. That'd be interesting. I think we'll go with Lancer. Okay. And then let's finish season this land. They can act as they see fit. Servant of the crone. As I open my eyes, I am immediately overwhelmed. Are you ready to embrace the truce? I must. It must be my knight Marissa. The crone offers you her blessing. I could become a witch. So Marissa, will we become a series of witches? I don't know if that really fits, right? Like, I mean, we're not zealous. We are sadistic. We're sadistic. I think because we're sadistic, it makes sense, right? Like, we kind of are very different. This could be really bad if we're found out down the road. I'm trying to think if he would become. I think hanging out with the Ironborn and all the magic, maybe. It's just so Faith of the Seven, witchcraft is criminal. I just don't think he would. The Red Arm needs a successor. Of course. All right, Stefan, get him in there. Very nice. We have expanded. Disband all. And then let's send our... Wait, would that not destroy the... Yeah, the control is horrible. So he needs to get in there, and then he needs to get in there and start promoting culture to turn them into... It'll take 6 years because they love us. Yeah, we'll be the steward. That's fine. Dynasty head has changed. So he died from the pots. And now Lord Hobart has come in, and he is even stronger. Yes. Wow, he has a lot of... He's building up. I mean, he is rich, right? This is not going to be easy. He's going to be very rich. We have to take the whole island from him. And then probably over time, like, lower... Well, when we go against him, right, he'll lose a lot of soldiers. A servant of the crone. No, stop. We're going to have to... Alright, let's station you. Slipping away, my son Manfred seems to have been having a difficult time at our latest feast. He can be impatient. That's fine. He was being very disappointing in training. But the Hungry Wolf, the Flare, and the Seven Stars. While studying the histories of Westeros, I come across the story of King of the North, Theon the Hungry Wolf Stark. King Theon, along with the Boltons, turned the Andals at the Battle of the Weeping Water, killing Argo's Seven Star. Once they repelled the invaders, King Theon sailed for Andalos, raiding along its coast. They took the heads of those they killed and placed them on pikes. I can become a military engineer. I can become a defender. I become reckless. No, I'd become a military engineer. We do need to go ahead and continue claiming. So, claim Starfish. That'll take 20 months. So that's good. Man, people they really want me to be a witch. Like, really, really bad. Squire trained successfully. Let's go ahead. Peachtree can be... let's go ahead and build here. So, control growth goes up with breweries, so we'll build those there. And then we'll build breweries here as well. Very nice. One of the issues is if we take this, we're going to be over our domain limit. Get engineered for destruction. I think that... Let's see if we put her... And that doesn't help either. It doesn't push us up. So... Oh, we were already on that. She's giving... Yeah. I mean, that's just where we're at. I think maybe if we switched to diplomacy and got our stewardship up some more and went down to divided attention, that might be the way to go. Fireside Tales. The fire crackles, casting long shadows on the wall. So, what a fun tale. Defender at the face. There was a commotion among the children. Lysa was attempting to preach. She can become zealous. I don't want her to be zealous. I want her to be brave. Let us... Found the bank of the Iron Throne. So, yeah. Arbormen. Let's see. What are we learning? Does not have the banking innovation. Where's banking at? I think we want to found a bank. So let's switch to that. Because we definitely want to found a bank. Why wouldn't we want to found a bank? We can't really reduce our stress. So, well, I think we can. We could do an activity. Let's do a hunt. We'll go for a hunt over here in Rush Side. The chance of danger. We need a caravan master. We need mercenary guard. And then let's do... Don't really need anything else. We'll make haste. Let's max this out. And it'll be for... We'll try to slay the beast. Start the hunt. Can't wait. We will go for a stag. Get back on your horse. The party has stopped, distracted by an outcrop of rounded boulders atop a slope. Master Hosman pushes a loose one. All watch rapt as the rock tumbles down, gathering speed, reaching hill bottom with a satisfying thud. Say, this could be a chance to push another. I shall jump it. You gain, or I get wounded. No, let's stop pushing stones. My huntsmen have pointed out a secluded clearing downwind of the beast covert, a perfect place to form our bow line. A great suggestion. No, we will try to corner it, and that did not go good. Like all the game, the slippery stag has many tricks. My courtier Alistar has halted the party. The buck has been standing perfectly still in the tall grass, unflinching, even under the dog's noses. There's no agreement on which course to follow. That helped us out. After hours of riding, we are finally cornering the wily beast. Our chase has not been in vain. The exhausted panic animal has turned to bay. The air resounds with blowing horns. So I will shoot it. I'll bring it down myself. I'll shoot it. And I did. I shot it. That's how you do it. And I will keep a memento. And I become a hunter. So I have the stag antler, a masterwork trinket. I get prestige, stress gain, and then less stress gain, and then prestige has went up, so that's very nice. And my stress did go down from that, and I gained the hunter. So now, let's see. The hunter trait on Venerator has went up. Very nice. Go back inside, and this is almost done. Let's see, I think, yeah, that's getting close to being done, so we'll let that fire first. The stolen keg. I caught these two hiding in the food stores. Manfred has stolen a whole keg of mead. Good job. Way to be awesome, young one. Educate Squire. Wait, can I take 2 squires now? Yep, you can have 2 squires. So I have a second squire. Great. I got the claim. He is having a feast. Well, no, because well, yes, I can, because I need you to know. Claim Mermaid's Rook. It'll take 3 years. So in the meantime, is this shattered over here yet? Oh, the 3 daughters is taking Mir down. That is very unfortunate. Defending against the War of Revenge. Wow. They win. They will imprison Lord Kargas. That, I think, would break up the 3 daughters if they lose. So that would be very interesting. Yeah, I think we'll go to this. Oh, I don't know if... I guess it's already happened. We didn't get there in time. No, his feast is right here. Yeah, let's join the feast. Make haste. Do we get there in time? Yes, we do. Very nice. Look forward to it. Anyone... probably need to start thinking about who our son is going to marry. So, let's see. Prestige gain. Probably. Oh, I missed that. A dragon had went, or a dragon rider, I think, had died. Does he have a daughter? No, but so she has a daughter, and then he has a daughter. He has a daughter who is 6 years old, though. So that is interesting. I think that would be a good marriage. Let's see. Ah, there's anything more jovial than a good feast. Nope. And I love a good feast. We're gonna lose a little bit. The pleading gaze I receive from my acquaintance Dennis is taken on a desperate tone. A group of guests are approaching the corner he has hid all evening, and the walls are hindering his escape. Tell us the story, Dennis. Can we negotiate? Wait, we can't negotiate until they're married. We can't negotiate through a betrothal. The rumors that have been circulating about Master Olivar wanting to curry favor with Lord Arbor are confirmed as he hands him a gift. Lord Arbor grins as he studies the animal hide. Seeing how happy he is from receiving a gift, I realize I'm at risk of missing this opportunity of improving my standing with him as well. Hey, ladies, I have a gift for you as well. He gains 30% of. I pay 85 to him. No, I'll just spill your drink on it. No, I'm just gonna declare a toast. What started as an ordinary feast became an exceptional one thanks to the presence of Lord Dennis. What a good evening. A flourish ends Griffith. First, a impassioned recital. Eyes are dry, tables thump. Another tale offers he. Shall I sing of how the great knight Glendon Savages fills every description of Norman restoring his benighted name? Let's see. Probably the red arm. As the feast winds to its inevitable conclusion, there's one event remaining that everyone is expecting, and that's Lord Arbor's toast. It is nice to be here. And now it is time to depart. And I have become an eagle reveler. Very nice. Let's see. Is this still happening? He is winning. Wow. 1,000. How are they getting defeated? They got wiped out. Even with a dragon. Holy smokes. Medwick, my dear friend, I was once again reminded of your victory against Jonah, so I decided to write a poem about your triumph. Conflict in Vinetown. Prestige and tyranny lost. I gain it. He develops a grudge against me. I don't know why I would need to do that. My son has grown up, and I will make him a knight. Is there anyone else to set signature weapon? Yeah, it'll be sword and shield. That's fine. Good for him. You are always there for me, and I hope you know that that's what it means to be a guardian, young son. My heir is unmarried, but he is betrothed. Wait, what happened to his betrothal? She died? Died from her wounds? Oh my gosh, that was a really... Alright, well, that's unfortunate. Why are all these people... This is really unfortunate. She has a daughter who's 8. He has a daughter who is 10. He's very weak, though. I wonder if the Danes have anyone. No. Yeah, this is looking a little rough. Black Sound, do you have anyone? See, he has a 2-year-old. And again, he doesn't have one. He doesn't have anybody. She's 13. All right. Arranged marriage. Your player would not accept. She is in the line of succession. She's too young. So, what about her? Arana? No. He doesn't have a daughter. She has a daughter. Okay. There we go. It was here, right? Wait. Yes. So, it's her mother. But her father is Costain, so that isn't even going to get me anything. He has 4 claims, but of Whisper Point. I mean, I'll wait and see if that'll get me anything, but I just don't think it will. So it's not a bad marriage. A dragon enters the world. Chaotic excitement and fear overwhelm the ports and market. Shayna, the girl that hatched the egg. She is a Targaryen, and she has hatched Daenal. Good for her. I think that's where we're at, though. So that gets us to our 30 to 32 minutes. We are going on Fabricate Claim. We are building in Peachtree and Stone Crab. I believe this war has ended, and they won. So that is very interesting. I just don't see the 3 daughters hanging on forever, but we'll see what happens there. Bravos is attacking Pintos and is defending a claim on Bravos, so that's interesting. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, that's our first episode, and thanks for coming and staying. I'm excited to see where this goes and what happens with these more militaristic Arbormen and Lord Medwick. And we got to get him some better clothes. But yeah, let's see if his ambition runs its course and he's able to do some stuff, or if it fizzles out. We will see. Thanks for joining, and see you next time.